Okay, so you're doing a top three.
Well, you're gonna do five.
Goddamn.
I'm not the guest here, so you're gonna do
Okay.
five. But this is your favorite five, not who you think is the best rapper,
Yeah.
but your favorite five.
My number one from day one has always been Black Thought from The Roots.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he when I heard him for the first time, very young, I mean, that just changed my personal view of just music in general. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, hearing The Roots live with an MC like that who was just bugging out on any like change or switch up in the songs, he just and that was cold like to begin with.
Yeah.
Now you watch him on like Jimmy Fallon. I mean, he's literally like a robot just spitting out shit like constantly.
Oh my god, I've seen videos of the sets that he does where he'll rap over like an entire album. Have you seen
Yeah, he
those?
doesn't stop.
It's like,
I just read his book too, and
uh,
it's phenomenal. I mean, his life is crazy. I
mhm.
had somewhat of an idea, but wow, like if anyone has a chance to read that book, it's the Upcycled Life, I think it's called. Incredible.
I'm adding it to my Goodreads. But
I killed
continue.
it. I read it in Cuba in like 3 days. It's not a long read. It's made for people like myself. And then two, I gotta say, um, I am a pretty diehard Tribe fan. I can't. It's like so hard to say fight for Tip, but like if I have to, I'll say Tip just because hearing him even featured on tracks was such a big deal to me. I really
Mhm.
loved Q-Tip as a kid. I still do, and now he's in heavy in production. But Tip was always. I love unique voices. Like anyone that just stands out from a very vast style of music. Like if you can be different, I mean, if you can just have something different to your voice to switch it up, it separates you from the pack. And there's nobody that sounds like Tip. Maybe Magoo.
Yeah, that's it. But Tip is like, I think Tip is one of the people who I've tried to show my younger brother. He's 10 years younger than me, because I think that if you weren't there,
I know it's crazy.
you're kind of like, what's so special about him?
I know,
And I
right?
and I that's he's one of the people that I'm happy you brought him on, because I think he's one of the people where it's like, again, if you're not there, you're kind of being like, he's kind of rapping slow, like he's not that lyrical, and it's like it's almost like an undescribable magic he has that
It's
makes
just
him so
different.
good.
Yeah. He's just different. Um, then I would have to say Wu-Tang was huge, so I have to say Meth, because Meth was just a
Mm,
big voice for me, and he was like a fucking superhero too. Method Man for sure. Um, that's like high school days for me. I mean, that's like the pinnacle of like love and rap.
mhm.
Like just anything they dropped, and then his solo career was great. His features are great. I mean, now when he raps, he doesn't even he's claimed he doesn't have to swear anymore. So now
Mhm.
he's just dropping just straight gems on everybody. Um, and again, different voice, got the rasp. It's kind of like mellow, but he can just I don't know. I love him in Red. I'm a big group person, right? Like I love groups.
Groups are dead though.
I know it's
Like,
not it's unfortunate.
but groups were I to me, I thought groups were the best hip hop
Yeah.
because it was more concentrated. It's
Yeah.
like a lot of these guys, it's like they might not have 3 fire verses, but if they
But
gotta do
back
a
and
16
forth,
or back and forth.
share the track. I mean, I love that shit. That's why I love De La and
Mhm.
Tribe and Beastie Boys and Farside,
Yeah.
like, Slum Village, all those guys.
Little brother.
Little Brother, man, I just watched that doc. It
I
is
just watched it too.
unbelievably good.
Crazy.
Ah, yeah, they were amazing. So yeah, that's 3. Um, I probably have to say, not necessarily anymore. What I am excited about this project coming out, but Common was a very big deal to me growing up.
I used to love
And I really
Common.
like to focus on like the guys that like really made a true influence on the way I listen to music and
Mhm.
what I looked for. Because Common was working with the best producers, first of all,
Mhm.
and now he's got a project with Pete Rock coming out
Yeah.
on Friday,
They
which is
they just put they just
huge.
put single out,
They
right?
put the single out, but the whole thing's coming out, I believe, this Friday. Um, yeah, man, like Water for Chocolate and you know, Can I Borrow a Dollar?
Mhm.
The B album, like, they're all
Yeah.
good. They're all good, and, like, I understand some people find it, like, it can get a little monotone once in a while.
I don't think
I don't
so.
think so at all. I literally am always spitting with them.
Yeah.
I like the verse.
Yeah. Like, I Used to Love Her is probably the song I would use to save my life.
Oh, for
Like, if I
sure.
needed one song that's like, Yeah, Common is one of those artists who I don't understand the hate he gets because people have called him corny.
It's because he like went into
And
acting. It's like give him a break. So he likes incense. Like
uh,
shit.
I interviewed him last year for Silo,
Yeah,
and literally the same dude you like
you expect him to
the
be.
same dude you expect him to be.
Yeah,
And I think that like he was probably one of the first rappers to be like, I don't have to be tough. And I
yeah,
think there's a freedom in that a lot of people don't see. But he was like, I already rap better than all you guys. I don't need to be tough on top of it. I can be a nice guy and still rap
yeah,
better than you.
yeah. But I mean, he can. But hit like Resurrection, like that
Mhm.
whole album, like it was a tough record.
Yeah.
And Can I Borrow $1? So
Yeah.
like he went through his whatever phase.
Yeah. He
But
was
like
that guy. Yeah.
Evolution, like come on, man, get like
Mhm.
just getting better, like literally just becoming
And
yourself,
he's still nice. Like
and he's still nice with it.
I see clips from him like freestyling on stage from 2023.
Yeah,
Still got it. Still with the crowd control. Still with the breath control.
yeah. You know
Like,
he's gonna do a LA Leakers or whatever soon too for this
oh
record. You know he's gonna go off.
yes,
Like it's just a
yes.
matter of time
I'm excited to see that.
with his whatever you call it, the Palo Santo burning in his hand on fire. And then I got one more. Shoot, one more, which is always the hardest one. But I always just try to reflect on the people that mean the most to me, and then the ones that like have that influence. So I probably have to say Mos Def.
Yeah.
And I know it's not a. I always say this. I know it's not a deep catalog,
Mhm.
but man, if he just kept going the way he was, like if you do Black on Both Sides, like that is one of my favorite albums of all time. It's like basically saying who's your top 5 female MCs or
Mhm.
artists.
Yeah.
I would say Lauryn Hill, but it's like one project,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
it's still Lauryn.
I think Black on Both Sides stands with Miseducation.
100%.
Yeah, like
That's like one of my all-time favorite records.
he's if we're doing a list of people I wish put out more music,
Big
he
time.
is
I,
especially because I say this before, like to me, I give him and Fonte the credit for the singing rapping
yeah,
more than Kanye. Because
yeah.
if you hear the parts where he's singing on Black on Both Sides, it's so like smooth and flawless that you're not like, who's singing?
No, it's nice.
It just flows, and he flows between the two of them so easily.
The only other people like I would say that are like most influential
Mhm.
would be the Far Side, who I've seen. I've probably
Yeah.
seen the most of all hip hop groups live.
Mhm.
And Slim Kid was like that introduction of singing, like
Yeah.
it, like in and out, dope flow, and just being able to like go back and forth was like one of those things. But yeah, Fonte is on my
Mhm.
list. Like he's not my top 5, but
Mhm.
he's literally number 6. He's got to be my 6th man.
Now your 5 is strong. You had Meth.
So the Black Thought, Meth, Mos Def, Q-Tip, and did I say Mos?
Yeah, who's your you had a group, I think.
Oh yeah, well, I said Tip. So I said,
Tip, Thought, Meth. Who
Black
were we
Thought,
forgetting?
Tip, Method Man, uh, Mos
Common.
Def, and Common.
That 5 is going toe to toe.
It's very, it's very like Soulquarians with a little with Method Man, essentially. I
No,
mean, I was such a
100%.
neo soul kid, and
Yeah.
truthfully couldn't hide the fact that I loved R&B as much as hip hop my whole life.
Mhm. But that 5 is going toe to toe with a lot of people. I think that's like I think everyone in that 5 has a classic.
Yeah,
Everyone in that 5 could really, really rap.
and 2 of them can really hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
Like 3 of them could probably make you feel okay. Like,
Mhm.
oh, thanks, man, for not going so hard on me. And then Meth and Black Thought would just be like, "What'd you say your name was?"
And I think that 5 aged the best because that 5 is all 90s.
It's true.
And
I'm
that
not a big new age guy either. Like, I love
yeah.
Cole. Again,
Mhm.
I love Cole. I would say Cole is probably my favorite of the
Mhm.
new age and of the new age.
Yeah, yeah. But there's not that many like Cole.
No.
Like
Oh, I like Joey,
Joey.
and I think Joey's best work is still coming.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think Joey's in an interesting spot because he's like still cool to the young kids, but he's not at all making that kind of music.
No,
Mm.
I think he is meticulously playing the game right now.
He's doing well.
Yeah, I think he will
Mm,
start making music he wants to make soon,
mm.
but I do think he's like he knows what he's supposed to do to just bring in that capital,
Yeah, yeah,
and it's
yeah.
not a diss to him at all. I think it's genius because I listen to some of his music, and I'm
Mm.
like, this I get it. This record's not for me. He's playing the game right now.
He's doing well.
Yeah.